I'll be explaining on how you can enter a signal. So this like a sample of a signal. All right. Let's say I'm just going to like give you okay, use this kind of signal, do this and do that. So I'm going to make a signal for let's say a sell entry over here 2060, and then I'm going to give us an example for the buy entry as well. So let's look at this. When we have when we have a sell entry, this is the entry zone. So that means this is a place you can actually enter. That's the price of which you can enter. So I'm going to just draw this out, and then let's see the starting price right here, 2061.051. So 2061.051. Okay, and to this price point, which is 58, let's say 58 2058.437. So we have it this way. I'm just trying to put it together because I want to create the signal because of in front of you, so you can also know how the signal works. Most probably this signal is going to happen by 1 p.m. Let's say like if we have the buy, and then like we're able to buy up to this extent. I'm not really sure it can happen because looking at the pips, it's like 200 pips, but there is news today. So and days that there are news, fundamental news, I'll be sending that to you earlier in the morning for you to be ready for the news. Because sometimes when there's news, it's always like a kind of manipulation in the market and needs to give some kinds of some movement. The market is going to become more volatile. You have good momentum and then volatility as well, including good volume. All right, so we already understand the entry zone. So let's delete this, and then again I'll come back to give us the drawings of how to do it. Now the TP1, we can decide to take it at TP1 here, 2049. 2049 TP1 is going to be like this. That's TP. Then we have the TP2 and TP3. Sometimes you can have it to be TP1 and 2 only, and sometimes you can have it to be up to 3 TP. Do you understand? So the second one here, this is 2040.00, 2040 point, and the last TP we can just make it 20, let's say 2032. You have 2032.297. Now we have to look at how many SL are we going to have. Before we can know the SL that we are going to have, we have to calculate. So now looking at this entry, I can give to us now. Let's say the entry zone 2058. You can draw your line like this on trading view. Then you can type it here in your coordinates, 2058.516. Okay, and again 2061.051. all right, and then you're going to put your sell entries tool, so you can extend this up till the final TP. Right, I'm going to let us know how we can place each TP. Now we have this to be the entry zone, so let me label it. This is the entry zone. All right, and then we were like, we have how many SL? for SL, it's very easy to calculate. I've like given this before I even send this to you, but I'm just giving like a very good example. We have the SL to be 25 pips, 25 pips here. So, and the final SL, sometimes I may just shift the SL a little bit up. So we might have the final SL here to be like 2062.082. I'll make sure that I give you the correct place to put your SL, and then we have this to be 35 pips SL now. If you look at this very well, this is 35 pips SL, and then you can extend these. Now this is more than. Let me give you this information. This is the entry point, right? This is where the entry zone ended. This is the beginning of the entry zone. But this is the SL, the final SL. That's to tell you in case there is some kind of manipulation or added pips in the market, so that you won't be taken out of the market before the market started selling. All right, so now we have to target our TP1. You can put in your coordinates 2049.724. all right, that's a TP1. We have this to be TP1. TP1, can you see it here? Okay, let me make it obvious. I'm going to make it obvious. Okay, and our TP2 is 2040. We have TP2, and then we have the TP3, which is 2032. Can you see that? We have TP3. You have TP3 here. So TP1, TP2, TP3, you have the entry. Now, it depends on which lot size do you use to enter the market. So the lot size, let's say you use let's say you use 0.1 lot size to enter this trade. From 0.1, we have it to be how do I put it? Let's say you enter with the whole 0.1, and then from here you can cut off 0.04, again 0.03, and then again for final TP you have the 0.03 here for the final TP. So this is a very good example of a sell signal. So again, now we are going to be checking we are going to be checking the buy signal over here. We're going to be checking the buy signal and how we can enter that one. And don't forget about this New York section. That means the New York section is to tell you that be expecting this to happen during the New York section of your own time, wherever you are. And the risk is medium. That means it's still okay. You can enter that kind of trade. But if the risk is high, you should be very cautious of how many pips you are going to be using, for the trade. So that's the meaning. All right. When we have a buy signal, I'm going to copy this, and then we are going to create a buy signal over here. Okay, for a buy signal, and please, sometimes I will urge us to be using like a buy stop, sell stop. Imagine this kind of situation. I posted this signal this morning. We are waiting for confirmation, but I already have my buy stop before the time, and then my triggered, but then in the signal group it wasn't triggered because I was expecting everyone to use instant execution. So sometimes you need to enter the trade with sell stop, buy stop. Reason being that you might not really be with your phone, and then you might miss the signal, you might miss the trade. So it's better you can put it that way. So that will help you so much in understanding the market, and then over time it's still better you start with using very minimal lot size like 0.01 depending on your account size, and you can be using your percentage to know, okay, how much money do I want to risk, or you can just say, okay, how many percent of my account do I want to risk. So for this, you are going to be having this to be a buy signal. All right, so let's say I'm just going to plot these out, but instead of stressing too much, we're just going to do this. and we are going to use the same TP but in a reverse way now. So the entry point here that we can see is 2032 coordinate. So the entry point okay, I'm just trying to like write this down till 2029. All right, and then we have the TP1 over here, which is the same thing as the 2040. So the TP1 over here is this 2040.000. This will tell us that we have very good signal here. It's an example. It's not like I analyze this market, so I'm giving you as an example. So this here is what you're going to use to translate what is here, and then I'm going to make a phone recording of how you can enter the trade on a phone on your MT5. So this is the plotting of the graph on your trading view, either on your laptop or your phone. You can use any. Okay, so when it comes to TP2, we have TP2 to be okay, and then TP3 to be what? 2058.516. All right, so we have to calculate the SL. Like, how many SL do we have? So we are going to use this tool. We're going to use this SL tool to make calculation of what we want to do, and that's 29 pips or 28.5 pips. Just say 28 pips. And then again, you have to check what's the last point for your SL. Have to check. Okay, and the risk management, the risk you might be open for here might just be like a very high risk. It might be a very high risk, so you have to be cautious when you're taking the trade. So in this case of buying zone, we have this to be the entry, right? And then this to be the TP1, this to be the TP2. I hope you know that this one is working for this, right? So this is how we can translate a signal on our trading view, so that you yourself can be watching, the way the market is been moving while you are on the trade. So I'll record the second one. It's going to be on my phone, and then I'll make a video about it. Thank you.